Looking back to August 21, 1983 and its aftermath, it might be fair to say that the Filipino people did carry the flame that Ninoy lit by returning to his native land.
Ninoy's spiritual triumph first made itself manifest in the little acts of ordinary people. In time, more and more courageous Filipinos shed their fear and timidity to express their indignation in protest rallies, to protect ballots, and to give a ragtag political opposition a fighting chance against a well-entrenched dictatorship. The momentum carried itself forward to the heady days of February 1986, when the dictatorship was ousted by a phenomenon that came to be called people power.
And that was what was remarkable. It's not very easy to unite us, but that sense of justice for Ninoy united the Filipinos at that time. And that's why I would think EDSA 1 is just really the sequel of Ninoy's assassination.
In essence, people from all walks of life each decided to make the right choices as well. They chose to make a difference. They chose their heroes. They chose to make history happen. Millions of people making the right choices. Each one signified the individual transformation that Ninoy believed was the essential prerequisite for fundamental social change. If only for that, it can perhaps be said that Ninoy did not die in vain. The Filipino people's ability to rise above themselves, even if only briefly, validated the principle that he learned from Gandhi. As he wrote in the prepared statement that he never got to read on August 21, 1983, the willing sacrifice of the innocent is the most powerful answer to insolent tyranny that has yet been conceived by God and man. In the end, Ninoy won his political chess game with Marcos by doing the unthinkable. In a manner of speaking, he sacrificed the king.
If you see his history, his fight with Marcos, he never gave an inch. It was Marcos that was retreating one after the other.
Technically, Ninoy's death would have meant game over in the colossal power struggle. But in his place emerged the true sovereign in the democracy he longed to restore, the Filipino people.
But the victory, if it can be called that, is far from complete. All the prime suspects and their heirs have not, and perhaps will never be held to account for the cowardly deed. In short, they have achieved part of their objectives in slaying Ninoy Aquino, to protect their interests and to continue enjoying the fruits of their ill-gotten wealth.
The government, in whatever administration, I think has failed to do what should be done. It had the duty to look for the mastermind. There can be no ifs or buts about it. How do we teach now our young?
Why do people get away with it? Well, in the case of some of the political cronies who made money off the regime, they had the ability later on to protect themselves, right? They could hire the best lawyers. They had money to whistle their way out of legal troubles. Now, name me one who has been given or has been convicted for being a crony.
Never again should we allow a dictator to be in power.
The net result is a set of mixed messages for the Filipino people and their struggling democracy. On one hand, we can proudly declare, stand steadfast behind your rights and civil liberties, and dictatorship can never take root in this nation again. On the other hand, we must profess helplessness against the vested interests that keep millions of Filipinos poor and disempowered. These well-entrenched power blocks have the resources to persuade or to intimidate ordinary citizens and bureaucrats to do their bidding. The soldiers who have chosen to waste their lives in prison rather than to reveal the whole truth about what happened on August 21, 1983 would caution us. Do not cross these invincible forces in our society. They can always get away with murder. For the Foundation for Worldwide People Power, this has been Tina Monzon Palma. Thank you for watching.